Germany's disease control agency has raised its coronavirus risk assessment to high.
Well, let's move now on to the drastic measures Italy is taking to restrict the movement of some 16 million people in its northern region.
A Bolivian orchestra was headed to their first ever concert when their bus broke down on the German motorway. 2.5 months later, they're still stranded next to a castle.
Terrible. It was very depressing.
Okay, what's going to happen? My name is Carlos Gutierrez, and I live in Bolivia. I'm a composer, I'm a musician, I'm a researcher also, and I'm the director of the Experimental Orchestra of Indigenous Instruments of Bolivia. We've been in not only in Germany, but in different countries of Europe and America, in different festivals. We arrived in Germany on March the 10th, and I think 2 days after that, they canceled the shows. We have 29 members of the orchestra. There was a lot of excitement, not only because it was the first time, because I became the director the last year, 2018. It was the first time that it was a trip with this group and a trip to Europe, that it's always very special. We had this bad news one after another, you know, the closing of the borders, in Germany, in Europe in general, and also in Bolivia. 1 week after we arrived, we had all the doors closed for our return.
My name is Angela Remigi. I live in Giuliano, Vicenza, Italy. It was very depressing. We were in quarantine for more than 2 months. We couldn't go out. If we went out, we had to have a certificate declaring where we're going, at what time, how long we were going to be away. We had to fill out a new form every time we moved out of the house. When this lockdown came in, my mother died the day after.
We really were in this music academy, which was in a complex where was built a castle. Our families, we had the chance to talk with them, you know, on a daily basis through WhatsApp or Skype. But the news that we had from Bolivia were very alarming, because we are not managing, I mean, government is not managing well this situation about the COVID. You know, cases are rising up, and we had this news, and we have to worried about our overall the older you know, relatives that we have. We couldn't leave the place. There was this just for a month, I remember, that we could go just to the market and maybe the pharmacy. It was very intense, also a very stressful. We had this attempt to come back. It was at the end of March. So we packed all our things, and we were in our way to the airport, to the Frankfurt airport. And at the middle of the road, they called and they said that it's not possible for us to get into the plane. I remember, just the bus turning around and going back to the academy was a very shocking moment. And when I said, okay, what's gonna happen?
It's been really hard. And I couldn't go. We still can't leave our province. So I feel bad about that because I wanted to be there for her. Well, I'm staying strong. I've been through a lot worse.
So I remember just watching these opportunities pass, and then another chance appear from this flight to June that occurred in June, the 1st of June. The Bolivian embassy in Germany, they finally, because we were waiting that from them the whole time, finally they managed to find spaces in that plane for us. And that's it. We were out and we were with our families. So it was a very emotional moment. It was, for me, it was a full relief, and I turned off my cell phone and I started to sleep.